and gentlemen, fist deep.
We did it.
We did it.
We got partially live.
Hey.
We just can't get the Facebook to start.
Hey, even the sun shines on a dog's ass some days.
Well, wait a minute. We might get it to work. Well, I think that we're live on Facebook now, too. Hello, everybody. Fist deep. We're here.
Son of a
I think we did it.
bitch.
Right? We have even more potential eyes right now, so don't be stupid. What's up, everybody? We're back for more shenanigans. Me, Terry, Jason, my wife in the background. Hi, babe. What's going on, guys? How was your last week? Anything good going on?
Bro, I had a good weekend.
Yeah?
I got to see your Indianapolis Colts lose their season opener. That was exciting.
All right. Well, that sounds like it was a good time, though. I haven't been to a football game forever.
Yeah, it was fun. Chris Shaw came in. My buddy was in town for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know Chris.
Yep.
And his team is the Seahawks, but he decided to wear Colts gear to the game. So,
well, that was awful nice.
Out.
Colts are the Seahawk of the inland.
Of the inland, yeah.
A young male horse is the Seahawk of inland America, obviously.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's on the license plate.
Well, let's go ahead and get to it. We have something to start the show off with. It is the world premiere of Rodney and Leftovers. Act 1.
Pokemon Ostrich Pillow, third arm attachment, massage function, zebra print, panda leather, and thin. Good. Now each one of my boyfriends has one of them. Listen, you tic-tac-dick little bitch. If you call here again, I promise you will be sorry. I will quit my job and make it my life's work to hunt you down and torture your pets until you die of heartbreak, okay?
Hello? Is this Leftovers?
Oh, why, yes it is. Thank you so much for calling. I apologize. I thought you were my great-grandmother.
Oh, well...
How can I assist you today? Do you need help placing an order?
No, I actually wanted to register some leftovers.
Excellent! I can certainly help you with that. Is this your first time registering food with Leftovers?
Yes.
Awesome! Not to worry. Let's just take a few moments to answer some questions, okay?
Okay.
First of all, what kind of leftover are you submitting?
Italian. Spaghetti with meatballs.
Ah, exquisite.
Is it?
For a leftover? Absolutely. Easy to transport, eminently reheatable, a fine lunch for tomorrow or a snack for later tonight.
Oh.
Next, what is your sexual orientation?
Excuse me, what?
You must not watch Google. Due to recent events, we're now legally required to gather not only your sexual preferences, but also the specific physical configuration of your genitalia, including assessing hue, size, smoothness, direction, also what are known as intranipples, omniballs, and etc.
What? Why?
Wow, ma'am, we have a strict don't ask, don't tell policy here at Leftovers. I find it quite offensive that you would even ask about such a thing.
I like penises.
Licks penises.
I said I like penises.
Oh, honey, you don't have to shout. I hear you loud and clear. Question number 3. Do you lick lollipops?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You whore. I knew it.
Is this actually...
Question 4. Marinara or Alfredo?
Are we talking about my vagina now, or...
Miss, I'll have to ask you to refrain from swearing.
But
Spaghetti, ma'am. Are we dealing with red sauce or white?
Depending on the time of the month? Actually, it's pesto.
Oh, girl, you nasty.
Extra Parmesan.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to ask you to talk a little slower.
Garlic bread.
Slower.
Bread.
Slower. Perfect. That's nice. So Snaps, you got bread too to go with the spaghetti pesto meatball?
Yeah.
Well, normally we're not supposed to go for bread because it doesn't turn into croutons by the time it gets there, you know?
No.
Anyway, I'll allow your bread because I'm in a bit of a mood.
Okay.
Dessert?
Excuse me?
Got something sweet for me? Them?
Not really. I mean, there's a bowl of Andy's mints we keep in the entryway, but I doubt that's something.
Hold up there. Andy's mints. Damn! Been a minute since I had some Andy's mints. Did you make them?
Did I make Andy's mints?
Yeah. You sound cool. You made spaghetti, right?
Right, but I'm not Andy.
I didn't think the mints were named after a guy named Andy.
Okay.
I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
Anyway, y'all got some salads?
Well, there's a head of lettuce.
Just kidding. Imagine leftover salad being delivered. Talk about grocery.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That's right, you did, because I tell you what, I'm about to submit this registration right now. I like and expect great things in the future from you, and I would like to actually maybe order some of this spaghetti right here now, because I'm currently rolling.
Cool. I guess?
Yup. Just one more quick thing. You're not Greek, are you?
Wait. Well, let me get this straight. The last thing you want to ask me about is if I'm a Greek person making Italian food.
Yep.
Yeah, I am.
I knew it. Pube level 8. Oh.
My husband is pube level 9.
Woo! Talk about marrying down.
I get it. Like feathers.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger.
Actually, I screwed that up. There was more, and I forgot.
Yeah, there's a little after the credits action, but
Ugh.
people can go check it out online.
That's how you find the director's cut.
That's right. There's more to that story.
That's right.
We break the fourth wall, and you have to find out how. You have to seek it out. There's
That's
probably
right.
like a link somewhere.
There's a disgusting room in the back you haven't seen yet.
That's right.
I'm
So-
really excited that Leftovers Corporation trusted us to put together all these spots for them. This is great.
Yeah, and that they lent us their personnel. You know.
It's been a great partnership so far. It's been super lucrative. They've set us up with a huge array of coffee mugs and T-shirts that you can find on our Teespring.
Yeah,
that we
and actually my
don't
whole-
have anything to show you for.
And my whole fridge is packed with leftovers that they provided me. So
See what I'm saying?
It's a win-win.
So if you like leftovers or if you like coffee mugs, you've definitely shown up to the right show. And it looks like, yep,
yeah,
that's my wife.
if you like coffee mugs and swag, or the knowledge that the people you're listening to have food, then you're kind of the right place.
Well, you've also come to the right place if you are here for local legend, Mitch Downs.
The incomparable.
Simple
The
sound.
incomparable Mitch Downs, which is there's supposed to be music to this, but I've screwed this all up. What's up, man?
Isn't your background supposed to be something other than green?
Nah, I mean it is green, so
Okay.
I should have done something with the green screen, but I can't figure. Like I can only figure out how to use the green screen in certain situations, and this isn't one of them.
Or what if you had a blue screen? You had a blue screen and you just turned it green, and that's what you've done here.
That's what he's done. He's trying to be ironic.
Yeah.
On my last act, I green screened the green screen because there was too many wrinkles. That's probably
There you go.
that's
Yeah,
probably common.
that's the way to do it.
But not that you guys got me all embarrassed now. I was just coming to chill, and now I'm incomparable.
You're freaking amazing. You were trusted with the lead role in For the Rest of Us, and you absolutely crushed it. I mean, you showed up so big that day.
Thank you.
Nice
was-
work.
That was fun.
Dude, thank you. It was cool seeing you dig into that role and just like, I mean, it was like made for you at that point. It totally made sense.
Yeah, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I didn't know what my role was until I looked at the script like on the table at Terry's house.
Okay.
Like when I got there. That's why I wasn't dressed right, and like why I kind of that probably played into me like feeling panicked when I was acting, because like I really didn't know that I was gonna be the starting role or whatever.
The
to open up.
methodless acting.
I was just
Right.
I was like, yeah, Terry, do whatever you want with me. I'll do whatever you want. So I thought he was gonna like just use me as anyway. I didn't know it was gonna be the role that got killed.
You thought maybe you'd be the guy in the pajamas just standing over there saying something every once in a while, not like the guy.
That would have worked, because I think wasn't Dan Passwell the guy in the pajamas saying something every now and then?
One of them, and so was
He could have
Jason.
done it.
Yeah. We never got to see Dan though. We just saw him from like the
Yes, so it's
neck
torso.
down.
That was a police squad / Naked Gun reference. They have the
best
tall
thing-
guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to keep the references young around here.
Yeah, oh yeah. If it's not from the 70s or 80s, you're at the wrong place.
The best thing about all that is I realized that you can rent out the IMAX downtown Indianapolis.
Yeah.
No, and they'll play whatever you tell them to, probably within reason. But
Like I was gonna say, porn. I mean, you pay them enough.
yeah, I mean times are hard, so I'm sure they just
And-
want you to hook up your whatever, your red tube or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
pay 'em
invite a
enough to
couple
look-
buddies.
Pay them to enough to look the other way. Just be like, hey, just leave the building. You don't have to know what goes on in here.
Right.
No,
Clean
but-
up.
We'll clean up. No, that's get that in writing, man. They said they clean.
Security deposit.
So what made, when you were doing the character, what were you, I mean, when I say you did a great job, and I told you that day of, you did a really good job. I mean, you freaking nailed it. And the little things that you added, the clumsy shit with the keys and kicking, you know what I mean? There was a lot of physical comedy that was involved in what you were doing too, that really stood out and looked great.
He wasn't acting.
We just
gonna
caught
say-
you in your natural habitat.
Next question. Terry got it.
I was it's like very Napoleon Dynamite-esque. It's like, and the way your face looked all goofy and stuff. How'd you pull that off? It's like, no, man, that's me.
Your nose is like pointy and big, Mitch. Did you plan that? Or
Is it a prosthetic or?
Well, everything that you did, you did multiple times, and you did great multiple times. So
no, I honestly I feel so. I did those two videos of my own, and I had to act by myself, like with just me and my dog in the house.
right.
And I felt like the stuff that gave me the best to edit from was when I didn't try to act. If that
Okay.
sounds weird. Like, so like in my head, I'm like really going to try to make a sale when I'm driving, and I'm trying to like actually find the place. And
Right.
I feel like that helped me, because I felt like if I tried to act a certain way, it never came across the way I tried. So if I just did the lines and tried to not make it, tried my hardest to don't try to make it funny, it would just
Right.
come off however, and then I'd chop out what didn't work.
And we chopped out what didn't work from there. Because
Yeah.
there was stuff, admittedly, I mean, with everybody, I mean, nobody has a perfect take every time, but you did a really good job. It was really easy to pull stuff from you.
Well, I feel like it like what I've learned from it is like I'm not the best at like nailing a line,
Right.
but like it's like a more you don't know how to write the line until you get in the situation, I
Mhm.
guess. And I feel like writing's a good direction for me, but sometimes you'll be watching something and you're like, that just sounds like a writer, somebody's just repeating words, and you don't really see what the character should actually be going through. And I'm not even an actor. I sound like a douchebag right now because I've acted in like 3 things, two that I directed. And one, my buddy Terry couldn't think of anybody else. He's like, what about Mitch? He's not doing anything. No, but I don't know. I just feel like people are so like they can sniff out BS quickly.
Right.
Like the audiences are somebody else says, but like the audiences are smarter than what they used to be. Like used to be able to just have 2 guys that would just like set up punchline, And now, like with reality TV, like if you don't feel real, then there's no reason to watch it.
Sure.
And that's what I found is like I'm not good at acting, which I'm sure a lot of people say this. So then I just try to
People say you're not good at acting.
me.
A lot of people say it.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
it all the time.
Most people say what? Mitch is acting.
Oh,
Mitch
geez,
is not
you
good at
kidding me?
acting.
Oh
It's not
God,
good.
I haven't even seen it. I already know.
I like it a lot. I like acting just about as much as stand-up comedy though. So in the limited amount of time that I've done it. So
Yeah, well, and that's the acting comes in such little limited spurts too, doesn't it? Because at least when you're on a production, which is different between your two experiences, where you're doing it in your home and then you're on a set. There's a lot of hurry up and wait going on the set. So when you're acting in like an official capacity, you're pretty much like there's like what you got like you're shooting for maybe 4 to 5 minutes of scenery during a whole thing, and you're there for 8 hours or something. That's pretty
Right.
nuts. So it's a different, which is similar to stand up. You know, you waste a whole evening for a few minutes on stage. So
It's pretty remarkable, some of the things that because they have to have, like what you and I have talked about before, Jason, the idea of having this house kind of dropped on your head and there's this surrounding, you don't really know what's what. They have this plug and play system that they just drop in with all of these people that get paid to be there to watch and be ready to react like little worker ants. And when their time comes, they come out there, they scurry out there, do their shit, and then they walk off into the background again. And wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. But the end result is 90 minutes of maybe something semi-compelling. So, hooray Hollywood.
yeah, good for them with their little ant farm.
Well, I mean, they make so much damn money and they get so much money to do them, they can afford to have all those people standing around.
When do you think that the Hollywood story is coming out with like that ties like the who would it be? It does the Weinstein story and all of that, because you could do like a whole arc. Like Tarantino could really do a messed up, like honestly, like that should be his last movie, because he burned a lot of bridges if he made a movie about Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because I guess
he
he
likes
just did
Hollywood.
the Manson. Huh?
I think he likes Hollywood.
Yeah, isn't that where the last movie he did was set or whatever, or the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? So yeah, he did a little love letter to Hollywood already.
Yeah, he enjoys that. I think he wants to murder some people with this last one. I hope so. You know what I hope he does? I hope he does 90 minutes of dialogue in a freaking cabin. That'd be great.
Oh my
Oh,
god! Just a monologue or something, just one shot.
A one-man show.
So you're one of
Afterwards, you're like,
those-
that went so fast. Oh my god, that was a good movie.
What? I feel like there's two different, like there's two ways to enjoy Tarantino. You can enjoy his action. I guess you can enjoy them both, but there's the action and the dialogue, and I am not a fan of his dialogue personally. Like that would be torture for me.
You know, I was a fan of it originally. I thought it was cool when it first came out. It felt, you know what I mean? It was like at the time, it was really cool and unique. And then all of a sudden, it was the same one, and then the same one, and eventually it just started kind of being silly.
I still like it.
Well, like Death Proof. I couldn't even get. I think I ruined that movie for some people because I couldn't stop complaining about the dialogue in Death Proof. I was like, "Come on, get to killing!" I
took Death Proof to be in the spirit of those type of films in completely, and maybe that's why it drugged the way that it did. I enjoyed Death Proof. I thought it was fun. I didn't think it was as fun as Planet Terror. Planet Terror was fucking awesome. That was such a good movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you know what we're talking about, Mitch? Did you watch either of those?
I don't think is one of them with Kurt Russell driving people into
that's Death Proof.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see Planet Terror.
That one was. I've caught like the end of that one a couple times. That was weird.
That soundtrack is so good.
I liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Django Unchained.
Django, that was good.
Like, what was that actor's name? The guy that was with Jamie Foxx.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, there you go, Christopher Waltz.
Christoph.
That guy is great.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
Inglorious Bastards.
yeah,
Mhm.
that one too. Yeah. So that was Tarantino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
love that movie. I love that movie.
I did
too.
enjoy that movie.
See, I don't know. I just I feel like he has some realistic conversations that are interesting
Yeah.
in his movies.
If he
Not
dials
him
it back.
personally.
Like when he dials it back, because when he doesn't go full Tarantino, like when it's just kind of stylized, that's fine.
It's
I
like
agree.
Kevin Smith.
Those movies-
Kevin Smith does the same thing. Kevin Smith's everything.
Yeah.
I really like and you guys probably didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as much as I did, but it built
I
up
ain't
to the
seen
very
it.
end where they walked in on the wrong
No
house.
spoilers. Oh,
Oh.
spoilers.
Have you guys
Yeah.
not seen this? This is such
I
an old
haven't.
movie.
I didn't pay
What?
attention to it.
I'll shut up then.
I
but-
haven't seen it, but I mean, you're our guest. Feel free. I mean,
Oh
what-
no, you're right. I'm spoiling. I
Let me.
Put me in
Yeah,
check.
you're right. We probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
we
fair
do.
enough.
We do have one concurrent viewer over 2 platforms. We probably shouldn't go spreading too much gossip.
That's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Well, you know what I do respect Tarantino for though is like I would have put myself in the movie so much more than him.
Ah,
He always gives himself a nice little part. Like me, I would have been like, guys, I've starred in the last 5 movies. They did okay. We'll star in the next one too.
right.
I mean, this
You'd
is
be
too
like-
much power for me.
You'd be like how Oprah manages her magazine. Like she's on every
Yes.
cover. So you'd be your own. You'd just be marketing yourself all the time, just on all the movie posters and all that stuff.
I mean, nothing would
That's-
be different than what it is right now. I'm just promoting myself, but
There you go,
Absolutely.
Tarantino.
No shame in that.
dude. Some of the greats do that. Some of the ones who climb the highest do that. Let me say that. So-
Yeah, I mean that is one way to climb very high.
Oh, very high. The highest office in the land, most powerful seat in the world. All based off of branding. That's pretty remarkable.
Which is one of the judges on America's Got Talent. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But you know what I'm talking about now? And I hope this works and it doesn't put Emery in there and it puts Mitch in there. But I'm talking about Hot Topics. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, Hot Topics. Let's see if this works.
Look at that drip.
Up, see how it's on the wrong one? Isn't that a bummer?
That's fake news.
That's
that's
such
not
a
real.
You should also
bummer.
have like you should have another one like thought topics. They've just like
Hot topics.
Hot top like THOT, like that hoe over there.
Yeah, it should.
That's
it
right.
Could, it could be, but then it's also thoughtful about.
Terry
that
said,
over there.
"That's right."
That's right.
All
That's
right,
Hot
hang
topics.
on. Look, let's
Somebody try our
get.
example.
Oh, see, there it corrects itself. All right, Mitch. So this is Hot Topics. We'll get those other frames fixed eventually. This is where we talk. See, nobody gives a shit about this, Mitch, and you're not going to give a shit ultimately either. I have a feeling, but that's fine. It's stuff that I want to talk about because I produce the show, and fuck it, I'm going to put out what I want. So,
yeah.
the first hot topic of the day, we only got 2. Devin Larratt versus Half-Thor Julius Bjornsson in boxing. Mitch,
It's like heavyweights.
heavyweights is ridiculous. So, do you know who Half-Thor Bjornsson is? The Mountain from Game of Thrones?
Oh shit!
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he was the world's strongest man in 2018. He's 6'8". He's or 6'9". He's he was 420 some pounds, but now he's slimmed down to a mere like 350.
Dang.
And he
Rail.
was supposed to box a guy named Eddie Hall, who's 6'3", 400 pounds, 350 pounds, a former world's strongest man 2017, and they were supposed to box. He tore a bicep.
Yeah, he won.
And they
after
had-
I won.
And they had to find a replacement opponent. So what they did was they got Devin Larratt, who is a all-time great in arm wrestling and who has beat the Mountain in arm wrestling. And they're going to box on the 18th live on pay-per-view.
How big is Devin?
Devin Larratt is 6'5", probably 285 pounds. And he's former Canadian Special Forces.
How tall is Thor? Borson, or whatever?
6'9", like 370, 350 pounds, 370, somewhere in there.
They don't
Man,
call him the mountain for
He
nothing.
better win
Yeah.
that fight. He's got reach. I
And he's
mean,
been training for a year and a half, and Devin Larratt only started training in boxing 4 weeks ago.
I mean,
Oh.
he doesn't even look like he can get his hands up high enough with those biceps. Like his biceps are getting in the way of blocking his face.
Oh, it's not even that. His arms are like crab arms. He can't extend them fully, so he can only throw like hooks and uppercuts.
Oh, that guy is fucked. He's got.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh man.
And the mountain's been training to kick his ass for like a year.
He's been training to
Just
kick
didn't
another
know
guy's ass who's been
I
training
know,
for a
but-
year.
But now he's like, oh, this guy beat me in arm wrestling.
He's gonna thump him.
Like, that's a huge reason to kick your ass in boxing. Oh, you think you're cool because you arm wrestled me? Well, how about I knock you out?
I'm telling you.
Feels like the size these fellas are. Someone gets punched in the face just right. Someone gets killed. Like these guys are huge. You're
Oh,
getting a
they're
freight
humongous.
train to the face.
Not-
That's just a lot of like this. The skulls aren't that much more significantly huge. It's just a human skull sitting on that big old frame. It's getting punched. That's nuts.
This Larratt guy, I mean, I guess if he's special forces,
Former
okay,
special
but
forces.
but he's
He's
not
also
allowed
like
to like,
46.
yeah, special 46. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to
That's
like
old.
shoot him or cut his throat. So
He has to
special
put on
forces
gloves
might
and
not help.
boxing.
And he can't kill him with his thumbs. So he's
Yeah.
got all his weapons are taken away.
I think
His
it
thumbs.
was Floyd. Did he train? Did the Thor guy? Did he train with Floyd Mayweather? Because if he just bounces around and like throws jabs, he'll win that.
Oh yeah,
His
he's
to lose.
he's already fought twice, and both guys were professional fighters, and you know they weren't like the professional fighters weren't like absolutely going after him, but he was holding his own. He did very well in both fights. So
I'll tell you what he probably does. What he probably does is just like, I mean, whenever the guy gets Devin Larratt tries to get in
Larratt.
close,
yeah,
Larratt, whenever he gets in close, Borgeson or whatever is just going to grab him and lean on him
and
make
wear
him
his legs
tired.
out. Yep, I agree.
And then he'll probably catch him in the ear like what's his face caught Wilder in the ear,
Hang
and then
on,
it's over.
Terry, Tyson Fury, Terry,
Yeah.
Jason. This is how you have a conversation about arm wrestling. I cannot wait to get to the drag portion of this, but
Are you shaming us? Are we being
I am
shamed?
absolutely shaming you. Let's get to the next part. RuPaul's Drag Race is having a winners season. What?
All the winners?
Not all the winners,
All
but
the what?
select winners. They're speculating currently on who those winners are. I have a list. Real quick, Jade Essence Hall, season 12. Jinx Monsoon surprised me, season 5. She was the nobody. Come on, I mean, season 5 was a bunch of monster smashers, and Jinx won that shit. Pretty remarkable. Monet Exchange, she was All Stars season 10. She did not win that season. She did win, regular season 10. She did win All Star season 4. Raja, who does fashion photo review, she won season 3. Shea Coulee, she was on season 9, but she won All Stars 5. Trinity the Tuck, season 9, won All Stars 4. This one gagged me. Now you tell me if you were surprised by this, Mitch. The Vivian from UK season 1. That was the one that I just went, what? I can't believe how strong the season is going to be. And then finally, Evie Oddly, season 11. So I
Let's
know
go.
I know it's a lot to take in, and I know, but I also know that based off the arm wrestling, that we're swimming in similar waters here. It's all competition sports, so I know that you're probably invested at least somewhat, and I'm excited to get your take.
No, I think I am qualified for this one, even though I've not seen this show.
Pay attention, boys. Pay attention, boys.
Oh, here we
The
go.
one in the middle looks like a Power Ranger. Like that I put all my money on the bright yellow with the pink. Just because she looks like a Power Ranger.
There you go.
Well,
There you go, Jake.
They look like a Power Ranger. I
There it
think
is
that's
for
what
you.
I'm supposed to say.
Well, these are just season winners, so
so
that's
they may
not,
not have the Power Ranger on.
These are
on
just
tap?
seasoned wieners.
season winners. Winners.
Yeah, by the way.
My money's on the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
So
Are there
Like
more than
she-
one Power Ranger? Can
Looks
I,
like morphin time. Like I don't know what's going on with the rest of them. Like this other one, this one in the middle looks like Adam's Family or something.
Oh, in the black? She was actually in town just Sunday evening. We were supposed to go to it, and then we weren't able to go to it because sometimes we're like that. So, whatever.
I'm gonna have to check. You know what they need for stuff like this?
What's that?
They need like fantasy football, like fantasy football. You get a lineup. Like you could do a guillotine league with this, and like
Dude.
if you pick somebody who doesn't move on, you're out for the season.
I'm telling you. Pay attention, boys. No, keep going, Mitch. I'm not interrupting
No,
you.
I'm telling you,
talking
people
over. I'm just go.
Like I'm looking at this Power Ranger, and I'm like, man, if I had a RuPaul Drag Race fantasy team, I would want like the Power Ranger might be my first pick.
Yes.
Just because I want that on my team.
Well, believe me, once you
And then-
dug in and you did the research on these bitches, you would find out that they're all spectacular. Everyone is a difficult and an easy choice in any lineup.
I'm telling you,
Maybe minus 2 or 3.
Get the fantasy sports involved, and you build it, and they will come. That's
So-
you know what I mean.
So, do you think that Raja, poor thing, has had so many ups and downs over the years? Season 3 winner.
Is she on this
Is
poster?
she? Oh yeah, she's absolutely on the poster. She's third from the left
Okay, with the legs,
with the legs.
With
That's
the-
Raja.
The one
pull up
with
things.
the chick with the
Yeah.
legs there.
I
Hey,
don't know what
Susie
to call it.
Legs.
I don't know what to call it. What is
The
she?
chopsticks.
Fishnets.
What about the one with the chopsticks?
Okay, so this is.
She got them gams.
Thank God I'm married. Oh,
I know there's some hot bitches up there, right?
I'm
So
probably
Raja,
ruining
Oh, yeah.
all my. Go ahead.
so Raja won season 3, but she's also going to be on this winter season. And quite frankly, I don't know how she's going to hold up. I think she's probably going to be out in the first couple of episodes, and that's freaking sad because she is a legend. So, like,
So, question:
yeah.
What decides winning? And like, does somebody like? Is it a combination of what you're wearing, like your
Yes.
attitude, like
Yes.
and like how you come out? If you come out with some juice, you're pumping.
It's a whole season.
Floor.
It's an elimination season. Single elimination season. They start with X number of queens, let's call it 10, and then or 12, and then they whittle down from that number until they get to a final 3 or 4, just depending on how magnanimous Rue is being that season. And then they move on to a finals where they compete basically to the death in lip syncing, and then winner is crowned.
Oh, they say they lip sync a song.
And not
during
only
all
is a
this?
winner crowned, they shoot all 4 winners being crowned, and then they don't reveal the true winner until the day of the thing, so you can still hold your betting lines because literally nobody knows the answer until day of, including the winner.
Yeah, that. Okay, so who?
There's
is there
gold
like
in these
a-
hills.
Who's voting on the winners? Is it like a combination?
Oh, it's a
of people
panel. It's
and
RuPaul and the
RuPaul?
judges. Oh yeah.
They're the only. There's no like voting system.
RuPaul, Michelle Visage, Carson Presley.
It's not a fan vote.
No, there's no fan vote. There is no fan vote. The only other vote would be Miss Congeniality, and that would go Ross Matthews. Sorry. And that's voted on by the queens.
Okay, I'm starting to learn too much about this. I'm gonna have to watch it.
You can never learn enough, sir.
I'm gonna have to. Babe, we're gonna have to watch season 1. So I'm gonna tell my wife tonight.
Start from season 1 or
No,
you'll
no,
be
no.
lost.
Don't start at season 1. If you want to get hooked, go to All Star season 2.
All Star season 2.
All Stars season 2. Start there because what you see there, once you go backwards and see how they've turned into monsters to become these beautiful people with all their injections and shit, all fascinating and compelling characters. But, you know, they have to Hollywood up because they got that Rue money now. So when they show up to All Stars, they're like, rah, it's crazy. It's awesome.
I can probably get into this after my fantasy football season's over, but
Right.
I'm in a hole right now, so I got to
Dude.
focus.
Oh, that's rough. What place are you?
Well, one of my leagues, I won by 1 point, but then I lost by 1 point in the league I'm defending. And then another
Oh,
league I didn't
yeah.
want to talk about because I got destroyed.
Mitch and I did a photo shoot with his trophy. Did you send those pictures to your guys?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like it's exactly what I wanted it to be. It was funny, but at the same time, like it's frustrating for them to see. Like they don't want to see that. It's not like it's not like everybody thought it was really funny. It's like
It's really worth your time
fuck
there.
you,
Mitch.
fuck you, buddy.
Thank you.
Well,
But,
if you ever need any advice on that, we actually have a new advice column. Terry, sorry.
You're doing fantasy, Terry?
Yeah, I'm not doing fantasy advice, but I am doing fantasy. I won I blew it up. I
Yeah.
scored like 208 points in my league.
Oh wow.
I'm happy that who is your quarterback for? Was that the one that you showed me?
Yeah. Tom Brady, I started him, but I had Russell Wilson as a backup. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Keep them both.
keep him. Oh yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady's great, but you never know when it's just gonna. So it's got to fall off eventually, and it's not
Yeah.
gonna be pretty.
It's got to fall apart for him one of these days.
Yeah, or he might just prove me wrong. But no, I'm glad you got. I'm happy for one reason, and my Jameis Winston draft pick has worked out so far.
There you go.
And that was he's the one who got me one extra point that I needed.
Well, this next segment that we're going to introduce, I think he could probably give out fantasy football advice as well.
If you have a question, you can certainly write into the show and ask, and we can pass it along. He's a busy man, but we're blessed to have him.
Nice. That's no bueno. Deep breaths. Ask Wim, bruh.
Oh, Wim.
Yeah, Wim. My wife left me for another man last week. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Please help. Sincerely, lost in thought.
Hey, bruh. Wim here. That's great to hear. Congratulations. What I love to do to celebrate is take a nice, cold ice bath. Makes me sharp, boosts my spirits, reduces inflammation, and improves reaction time.
Actually, a cousin of both David Hasselhoff and Wim Hof. And his name is Wim Hasselhoff.
Amazing how names work like that.
Amazing.
It's amazing that he has that's his name and he's related to those two.
It's my favorite freaking thing, dude. I just love Wim so much. I'm so thankful that he's been introduced to our lives.
So, Mitch, I understand that you strained a toe or something.
Oh yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
tried an ice bath?
I've probably spent close to $40 in ice since last Thursday.
Jesus.
And
Wow.
and one day I couldn't even find ice because everywhere was out. But yeah,
Melted.
I've been icing the crap out of my foot because I was playing basketball up at 38th and Martin Luther King at this Methodist church. They got
Right.
a little indoor court there, and I had brand new shoes on, and they're a little bit bigger than what I was used to because I thought they fit better. But anyway, I slipped going for a ball and dislocated my big toe.
Oh no.
And,
That's-
and
those
the,
are the-
Gotta be the shoes.
the best part, well, you know, it was a little slick on the court, and the shoestring literally goes right over where it popped, and it was a little bit too long, so I think it just slid out from underneath me and just had the leverage.
Oh,
Like it just like just a weird thing. Like
right.
that's why you want to get kids wear the right size of shoes.
Oh,
That's a
Yeah.
don't wear them if they're too big. You'll
That's
pop
the-
your toes out of their sockets.
dude,
Those,
that's so
uh,
gnarly.
That's one of the.
I had to put it back in.
Oh, geez.
Like you had to pull it out and reset it.
No, like my shoe was like popped up and like it was like kicked up, and I was like, my mind wasn't right when it happened because I felt it and immediately knew what was going on, and I just grabbed my toe and I pushed it back to where it was supposed to go, and I don't know why I did that, but I'm happy I did because I put it in the right spot, but that could have went wrong.
Yeah, I
But-
dislocated my thumb once, and my instinct was to put it back in place, but I couldn't.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's half the reason I panicked and did it, because I was like, the longer I wait, it's not going to happen if I don't do it right now.
Well, you're just in shock instantly, pretty
Right.
much. You're just
He
like
was essentially
you're
on
just
the
like, this
beaches
is-
of Normandy.
Yeah, you're picking up your arm, your severed arm. You're picking it up and running with it. at that point.
Turn around looking for where's the other thing.
I need it for
No.
now.
I am happy with how I reacted, like I said, because like I knew it was going to be really bad, but
Right.
I don't know. But
Those
anyway,
injuries
now
were-
I'm in a boot and I've been icing it and elevating it. It'll probably be 4 to
Are you
6
Canadian?
weeks.
A boot.
A boot. No,
I'm-
it's
You'll be ready in about 6 weeks.
Oh, no.
no, I'm like in a walking boot.
A walking
You
boot.
should put a
Air
Canadian
cast.
flag on that thing. A boot.
It's amazing what you do with how much you do with your big toe.
You do
Trust
everything
me.
with it.
If you
I
think
jack off with mine.
Oh. Wow.
you have a really awkward big toe.
It is now, especially
He has
when
a
I'm jacking
buzzing
off
toe.
with it.
It's awkward. Well, it won't even talk to you anymore.
Right.
Yeah,
Really
we have-
awkward.
We're not on speaking terms.
So, Mitch, the comedy. We covered the movies. What's up with the comedy? How long you been doing comedy now?
I started in 2012, but I've kind of not been doing comedy
Hmm.
quite a while.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've honestly been. I had a knee injury like right before everything closed down for COVID,
Right.
and I was like making it worse trying to do 2 mics at once, which
Right.
it's my fault for overextend. I just got greedy and I overextended myself. I thought 2 shows would be great.
Right.
Terrible idea.
And you were running 2 mics, not showing up at 2 mics.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
only
run.
2
Yeah, I
mics.
was running 2 mics.
Right.
And tearing down and putting up my stuff like every single time. But once the COVID shutdown happened, I just like I got a chance to heal that, I guess, because I didn't have to do all that, and started playing basketball a little bit more. And I don't know, there's probably a moment when COVID hit that didn't feel like it was as important to go do an open mic.
Sure.
And I don't know, like I still haven't gotten to that point, especially with doing the video, because I'm like, I can do a video and people will watch that. Like stand-up comedy's so difficult. I know it doesn't sound difficult, but
It's
like
laborious.
and the video is difficult too. But
Mhm.
it's like even if I get every single person I know in a show and I have the best show of my life, if we don't record it, it don't matter anymore.
That's right. That's exactly right.
So,
Now, when you
now
talk
I'm
about
just-
video, you're talking about the Mitch tapes.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 2 things, but I feel like it was better that it's easier to control. And I feel like with comedy, it feels important to kind of control it.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just like with there's so many other things that can happen during a stand-up show. Like
Right.
the people that are there, you could be at an open mic and they're not, people aren't even listening. so you don't get a true reaction from something.
Right.
So, I don't know. I felt like I just give myself the setting that I felt like I needed and try to control it, and I could make it funny.
Sure.
And I found out that I feel like what I do there is better than probably what I do during stand up. So then it's just like, I'm like waiting for the next wave of inspiration to shoot act 3.
Right.
But, so now I'm in a whole new writer's block where before I was just writing. And that's, I think that's another thing is like, I've written so much that never got used. And now it's like when I record video, I record what I get and then I have to make it work.
Right.
You know, and it's not just gone in the wind. So it just feels more productive doing video.
Makes sense.
Video
I agree.
production.
I think I'm delayed a little bit.
No, I think we all just stalled out for a second.
Okay.
Everyone was waiting for someone to talk.
Yeah, one of those rare moments when everyone's just bystanding.
Yeah, it's
Like,
usually the
God,
other way.
is Mitch always this exhausting? Jeez.
Yeah,
He
I don't
just
think you're.
drones on and on.
I don't think you're alone, Mitch, in having shut down your process during the COVID thing. I think
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of comedians did that, and everyone's kind of figuring their way back into things because we don't even know if it might shut down again. Who the hell knows?
Right.
So
And I was
Absolutely.
thinking last week. So my wife's got COVID, and she's been sick for a week now.
Right.
bummer.
And I was thinking I haven't tested positive. I feel fine. I've taken a few tests just to be safe, but I didn't want to go out to an open mic and be the guy that was some kind of asymptomatic spreader.
Super spreader.
Right.
and spit all over a microphone, and then the next 3 people behind me get sick.
Yeah.
So
Well, how was that cold skin?
it was great. It's fun.
Oh, okay. I'm just
The
kidding.
super spreader event.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the open mic. But man, I got sweet tickets to the Colts game.
Did
Well,
any,
but I wasn't spitting on anything and handing it to
did
somebody.
any
Well,
sewer
and there's
pipes
probably-
break open?
You know.
I was just gonna say there's
It was-
there's friends.
It wasn't
at the
an
open
easy
mic, too.
decision. It was a game time decision as to whether I went.
I'm
And that
sure.
game time decision was when I took that second COVID test and it was negative. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Let's boogie.
Hey, at least you took the test. Some people
Yeah.
won't even go that far.
Yeah.
It's
I think
pretty
that's
crazy
a
that
tough-
you. Go ahead, Mitch.
No, I was just gonna say, like in general, like it's a difficult state with this stuff because no matter what, like not enough people are gonna do the mask thing or vaccinate thing
Right.
to even see if it'll work. So it's like I mask, I vaccinate myself. Like, oh, nobody else is stopping their life in Indiana.
Right.
So like, why do I got to stop my life? You guys
Sure.
aren't, I know everybody's kind of like that, but it's like,
Yeah. That's the
I
attitude.
I don't blame Terry for the way you made your decision.
Yeah.
You're like, no. And then you got a negative test and you're like, okay, well the Colts game I can go to. I mean, you got to go see Russell Wilson play. That's pretty sweet.
And who doesn't want to see that?
He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of our time. One of them. But now, did you see Vegas last night?
I did. Yeah.
The Raiders fans were all over each other, so it ain't
What?
just us. I'm just saying, like the whole in Las Vegas,
The stadium was packed.
stadium
Does
was
it?
sold out.
Oh yeah, no, I've got no problem with that. People are conducting the business the way they want to conduct it. That's what this country was founded on. I mean, if you want to go out and do your stuff and whatever consequences be damned, those consequences largely exist in some fashion. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
I feel like there'll be like
autonomy, man.
there will be a correction, like I mean, just like a natural one. Like for example, I think our healthcare workers are getting exhausted, and
Yeah.
eventually, they're smart people, so they don't have to do what they're doing. They can do something different. And then when like for example, when some towns don't have certain hospitals within a certain range, and it becomes like, oh, we thought that was always a given.
Right.
And they find out like, oh, well, it's because our hospitals are overloaded and our nurses are just overworked now and they want to do something else.
Right.
Well, then maybe people listen, the things, that the CDC or whatever tell us to do to try to stop diseases. Maybe it clicks with people more, but I don't know. I know this is very political, but I heard somebody say this the other day, and I'm probably going to have a lot of people not like me, but there's a nurse that I know that was like, she had somebody tell her that in 30 years, she was going to die from the vaccine that she got from this person in her family. And she said back to her
That's a big
person.
window.
Yeah. Well, she was like, well, if everybody that got vaccinated dies in 30 years and it's just you guys left, I'd rather be dead in 30 years. Like, well,
Now,
I'll die.
Just
Cool.
out of curiosity.
Hold on, let me say, I don't want to be here for you to tell me you were right.
Right.
Like that'd be the worst part.
So out of curiosity, was she 56?
Yeah, I mean, like, how old was
No.
this person?
Right,
I was
you
going to
won't be
say,
here.
because 30 years might have just been an educated guess.
I mean, that's where my mind went. Is like that seems like it's a long time. Like, even if you're in your 50s or something, you
Oh,
could be
I
like,
plan
yeah,
on being dead in 30 years. That's easy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Everybody's like, well, it's supposed to be like 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. So I have too much life left, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you look at that Mason-Dixon, then yeah, you don't need any more than 30 years. After that, it's going to get ugly.
My last day is going to be like the last good day on earth, and then everything's going to go to shit. So stick around,
I took
boys.
it with him.
Stick around.
He pulled the plug on his way out. Damn it.
You never knew I was the sun.
Yeah, you do.
Things like that makes me kind of want to look inside, You know who else likes to look inside, Terry?
My cousin Earl.
Earl Karma.
Oh, hey, y'all. Earl Karma. I know I promised I'd take y'all on a journey of the Noble Eightfold Path. So today we're going to talk about right understanding. What right understanding means is that you just got to realize that we're all going to suffer. And no matter what our lot is in life, we can always try to make it better. Also realizing that karma plays a big role in the right understanding. Understand? Now I'm going to stay right here and think about it. Won't you join me?
Mitch, I think that my cousin Earl might be able to maybe do that bowling scene with you that you discussed on your next Mitch tape.
He doesn't have much going on.
No.
Earl?
Earl
Yeah.
Karma.
Yeah. No, we're definitely going to have to talk about that bowling scene. I'm talking to a friend of mine on Thursday and to see if there's a couple things I want to try to do with Act 3 and I would need his help to pull it off. So you know how I am with that with Act 3. It's I get why acting is like hurry up and wait, because when I'm doing it all by myself, it's like it's gonna take an hour to get all the stuff downstairs, and then I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I'm gonna be tired, so I might take a nap. Then I'm gonna have to set up the lights and set everything up, and then I'm tired again.
Right. And you're in a union, so you got to make sure
Yeah.
you get your breaks.
Yeah, you don't want to revolt against yourself.
Yeah, piss off the man.
Strike.
And the owner of the company says I can't have it up when she gets home from work, so I gotta make sure it's all down by the time my wife gets home. So there's really not a whole lot of acting. So it's kind of nice to just wait around.
That's what I was gonna say. It's much better to just be sitting there instead of all that crap.
I could be beating the crap out of 12-year-olds in Madden or NBA 2K.
All right.
No, honestly, if I had to do like a rage scene, I would go play Madden or something and let them beat me until I'm just like in a total. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I just think it would be funny if that all glitched out so that it turned out that you said, I just want to go beat 12-year-olds and have them beat me.
No.
We can edit that back.
You can make that happen.
All right.
No,
Hey,
sorry.
I
That's
don't.
We got to start wrapping up, guys. Mitch, before we go, this is tradition. Since you're our guest, we give our guests the floor, and these are your final thoughts. You can say whatever you want. You can tell people to kiss your ass. You can tell people to get together. You can tell people to join Fantasy RuPaul League that you're forming so that we have some foundation, like financial foundation for this fifth place things and upper production value. That'd be great. So if we get that moving, that'd be nice. Yeah, so the floor is yours.
Oh.
He said, oh.
Well, the first thing I would say is if you haven't got vaccinated, I recommend it. And after that, find Jesus.
Right on.
He loves you.
What more do you need?
if Jesus has the vaccine, then all you have to do is find Jesus. That would be convenient.
His smart people were made to make the vaccine. Jesus is a different part. He delegated the healing
All right,
to
that
other
makes-
people.
Fair enough.
Why aren't you taking that on the road?
So then if I
Huh?
Why aren't you taking that on the road, putting that out there? There's your bit.
I
Yeah,
just
get-
did. I'm telling your fan base.
My wife.
So wait, can I? So then,
Jake's wife.
is it? I'd like to find Jesus through the vaccine. Then, if I could, I'm going to try that next time when I get the booster shot.
Well, I'm if you know how complicated vaccines are to make, it's like more complicated than a jet engine. Like you might be like, that might make you believe in God. Like, how much math did you do to figure this out? Jesus Christ.
A lot of math. Holy crap.
You studied for 10 years, this boring shit,
You'd have to believe in something.
and nobody wants it.
Right.
Well, all I know is my 5G has gone to shit ever since I got it, so I'm not a fan.
Oh, he's been chipped.
I don't know. It just my 5G
Okay.
sucks all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I can download a movie in like 3 seconds now.
That's crazy. We must have opposite effects, side effects.
Yeah.
I just like to keep my keys stuck to my chest these days. So that's very.
Wait a minute, Terry. Which one did you get?
I got Pfizer.
Pfizer. I got the Moderna. Is the Moderna? Are they like opposites?
Maybe, yeah. The Moderna, I
I think the
messes
fix
with
is
the
in. I think
5G.
we figured it out.
Yeah, I think the Pfizer.
I think we're
improves
all
your
going to be
5G.
dead inside of 70 years.
Oh shit!
We won't make it past 3,100.
Not a chance.
That's right.
All right, that's Festive, everyone. Thanks for showing up, Mitch. Watch the Mitch tapes. Mitch Downs, damn stud. Dude's funny as hell. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us, dude. Jason, Terry,
Yo.
you guys are awesome. See everybody next week.
That was deep. Look at them sparkles.
You guys seen We Out?
Man, that was deep.
That's a beautiful pineapple.
People will look at it and tell that we have good taste.